Hello everyone, it's Becky here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a new video. Today's video might be a little strange because there is a construction going on right outside of my windows, but unfortunately I have no other time to film, but my mic proved to be very good when it comes to picking the right sound, so hopefully you will be hear mostly my voice and not the construction. But if you can hear all the beeping, which I hear clearly now very much, if you hear that, I apologize. I see what I can do in post-production, but if nothing, then I'm so sorry. So today what I would like to do is to speak about a couple books to you, because if you remember, I mentioned in a couple of my previous videos that I found myself in my first reading slump, which lasted for almost couple weeks, I would say, but still I managed to read. I found a book, Lonely Castle in the Mirror, which I've been enjoying very much, and it really helped me to get myself out of the reading slump a little bit. And I also started to read two more books which are absolutely amazing, and I don't want to speak about those today because I'm also gonna have another wrap-up video coming next week, so that's when hopefully I'll be able to speak about those books fully. So for now what I would like to do is to introduce a couple new books to you. Well, new to me, maybe not new to you, but those are the books which I kind of gathered, a little book haul if you can call it like that, and I really want to read them at some point in near future. And if there is anyone who would like to join me for some of these books, I would be very happy if you do that, and if not, then I just thought that it would be a good way to just speak about these books and see if you read any of them and maybe give you some ideas of other books you might read possibly as next too. And before I start, I want to show you the cutest things I bought the other day in Aberdeen. Look at this. I mean, can you see this sloth mug? I love sloth so much. Is it in focus? There we go. Oh my goodness. I love it so much, honestly. I really like sloths, they are very cute, and I found this mug. I went to a little work trip to Aberdeen, which was amazing, and I found this mug there and I'm like, souvenir, you know, you need to bring something. So there is my sloth tea mug. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to show you this, so let me put this down. Right, so back to the books. I have three books here by Daphne du Maurier, which I purchased over a month ago in one charity shop, and I mentioned this in one of my Instagram posts previously, but I never really spoken about those on my YouTube channel. But I probably just don't stress enough how much I love Daphne du Maurier and her books and her work. I only have one video for now, but I'm hoping to do more videos in the future, and I think this will be a good point to start because I purchased these three books in a charity shop last month, as I just said, and yeah, Daphne du Maurier for me is like Alexandre Dumas and his Three Musketeers, like all of her books. I just love her very much. So the first book I will be talking about very briefly now is the book I'm actually buddy reading with Annika from Inking Your Thinking in May, and I'm very excited for it. It's called The King's General, and this book reminds me, with the description I read, a little bit of Rebecca as well, because this is a book set in 19th century and there is a little bit of romance going on, also some army involved, and apparently, if I remember correctly, when our main heroine's husband goes to like army to do some mission, she remains alone, and obviously there is a lot of men interested in her, I think. That's what I remember, but she remains faithful to her husband, and while he is gone, she discovers some secret of Menabili, which I believe will be some equivalent of Manderley. So I'm very excited for this one. I wanted to read this for ages because Daphne du Maurier writes absolutely beautiful romances, if she does, because a lot of her books are really sort of like thriller almost like, but if she incorporates romance in it, it's beautiful. So this is one of the books which I'm very excited about to read. And then the second book by her is Birds and Other Stories. I haven't read any short stories by Daphne du Maurier at this point. I only seen Birds movie by Alfred Hitchcock, which was inspired by her book, her short story, but I never read any of short stories by her, so I'm very excited for this one. And then the third book I have is The House on the Strand, which I am the most excited about because this should be about time traveling and it takes us back to 14th century, and that's as much as I know about it. I think it involves some romance as well, so I'm very excited. So these are my two books which I am going to be reading alone for now. There is a big car coming, I don't know if you can hear it. Never mind, I'll be back. So these two books, if there is anyone who would like to read one of these books with me in June preferably, I would be very happy to read it with you, even like two of them honestly, and we can do like June dedicated to Daphne du Maurier or something like that. That would be fun. So okay, those are the books by Daphne du Maurier, and another book I'm very excited to read is the Under the Skin by Michael Faber, because this is a book, well, there is a little story about this. So when I was in the first year of uni, we had some class regarding film film, analyzing whatever. And I remember our lecturer, he played us first 10 minutes of this movie with Scarlett Johansson, and I was really intrigued to know what's gonna happen because he didn't give us any spoilers. We only saw first 10 minutes because we were analyzing the scenes, whatever. And I just remember that I really wanted to know what is Scarlett Johansson gonna do with all the men she takes into the van. So, and I never read the book, I never seen the film since then, which already been like 5 years. So now I have the book because I borrowed this from my previous flatmates. So I'm very, very intrigued, and I don't remember wanting to read a book so much or like find out what is really happening. And this is a sci-fi actually, from what I know very briefly, and I just don't read sci-fi, so I'm very excited about the whole experience. And then the last book, well, not last book actually, but one more book I have here. It's called The Prisoner of Geography. It's a little shiny, so I don't know if you can see it. But this is a book which I found in my current flatmate's bookshelf. And she has a lot of interesting books about like politics and, you know, like women and feminism and all of these interesting topics, which I have not many books about yet. So I found this one, and I found it very interesting because I believe this book should give you sort of like overview of the politics from the whole world, from every country, like some basics everyone should know. I think that's how I understood the book, which I think is very important because I am very much aware of how little knowledge I have about the politics in the whole world, but even in my own country, and I know it's not good. I really want to get some more information, and it's important that we all do, I think, especially with everything that is going on in the world, unfortunately, right now. It's good to know the history behind those events. So I'm not saying this is the only resource. Again, if you cannot hear it, it's gonna be stupid, but I think you can hear it. So yeah, what I wanted to say is that it's good to have not only one resource, but I think that this is a good point for me to start and see what kind of research I can do after finishing this book, for example. So those are all the books. I have physical ones, and then I have one more book which I'm gonna be reading as ebook, and it's called The Henna Artist. And I heard a couple people on Booktube speaking about it previously, and I'm very excited because this is a book set in India, I believe in 1950s, was it? And our main heroine is a 17-year-old girl who escapes from her very unhappy marriage, and she starts to work as a henna artist. And first she was very poor, but she was very talented, and she has some special technique of doing henna, I believe. And she managed to gain a lot of wealthy customers, like people who are from higher class than she is, and through the sessions she has with them, she basically discovers a lot of their secrets. But obviously there is some secrets going on for her as well, but she doesn't want anyone to know. So I'm very intrigued because it sounds very interesting, and that's another book I'm going to be reading. So these books and then The Henna Artist, I'm very excited. And I also wanted to say that if there is anyone who would like to do a buddy read with me, you are very welcome to let me know. I would love to buddy read something with you, because if you remember, I have one video in where I was trying to find my friends for buddy reading, and I did find quite a lot of people who I've been buddy reading with previously, and I loved it so much. But since June and July I actually have just couple people I'm buddy reading with. So if there is anyone else who would like to buddy read something with me, maybe even one of these books, just please let me know. If not, we can find any other book you would like to read. And also I wanted to say, you don't have to be, you know, like a booktuber or having your booktube channel. If there is a subscriber who is, you know, watching me and would like to buddy read something with me, just please let me know in the comments or even on Instagram, because there are always ways how we can buddy read together even though you don't have your own booktube channel. So yes, that's what I wanted to say. And I think that's it. I'm still keeping holding these books, I'm gonna put them down. But yeah, I'm just very excited. So next week I would like to do my wrap-up video, which I'm very excited about, because despite the reading slump, I actually realized that I read quite a lot of books and they were amazing. So I'm very excited to share that with you as well. And as I said, please let me know about these books, if you read any of them, if you would like to read some of these, and if you have another book in your mind which you would like to maybe buddy read with me, I would very love to do it. So that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you with another video very soon. Take care. Bye!